Hey everyone, it's LaJennifer. I know I have been gone for a minute. I was uploading some videos fairly often, and then I came to where I had a two-part video, which I actually just uploaded the second part of the two-part video, and I apologize that it's taken so long, but just some stuff has happened that usually only happens to me. We went on a mini vacay, just met some friends, and with my husband's mother, she had a birthday party, so we went to visit her out of state, and I was riding a bike. Hadn't ridden one in 25 years. Rode a bike, and well, this looks good right now. I'll put some pictures in here. This is just a fraction of this. It's a lot better. It was awful. I'm still super bruised up and everything, but yeah, I almost ended up in the Mississippi Sound, and that is literally not a joke either. Stuff like that just happens, and so I've been recuperating from that. Everything seems to be doing great. With my surgery, I had my follow-up, and he gave me the all clear. Although I will say that, and I told him, and I've talked to my other doctors and therapists, this surgery, he wanted to say this is all probably due to anesthesia, but it's not. As you all know, if you've been with me on this channel, I have had many surgeries, and I do very well with anesthesia. Other than it does cause me to slow down, and it takes a while for it to get out of my system, but I don't have any kind of mental health issues outside. I do have mental health issues, but the anesthesia doesn't affect that, and he wanted to say that this was it, and it's not at all. And it does happen. You can look it up. I started having, when I say severe panic attacks, anxiety attacks, whatever you want to call them, where I couldn't breathe. I felt desperate, doom and gloom, especially after the panic attacks and things like that. I mean, just like I can feel it right now, just remembering what they feel like. And due to that, they had to change a little bit of my medication because I suffer from anxiety and depression. My depression is caused due to the anxiety, and I also have ADD, which does not help at all with the other. But they changed my medicine. I feel a lot better. But during this time, through all of this, is when I had the bike wreck. And I had already done the second video, but I just didn't upload it, and then the bike wreck happened. And I've been recuperating from that, but I'm fine. I have a bit of news. I'm on my second week. I just started Weight Watchers again, and if you go back to my videos, I'll try to find them and maybe post up here how I talk about. I loved Weight Watchers. I lost 75 pounds on Weight Watchers. That was within a year. Actually, it was less than a year that I lost it. I did very well on it. It was when it was points plus. Then Oprah Winfrey took it over, and everybody, if you go back and look, you'll know how I feel about Oprah Winfrey changing it. Because she ain't changed. Her weight hadn't dropped at all, and you can tell how that goes. Because they started doing smart points, and I hated it. And then they started doing freestyle. I hated it. And the smart points actually caused me I couldn't gain weight. I kept dropping it. Like, my intention was not to lose as much weight as I did, because I'm tall. I'm 5'9". And I'm a tall girl, so I can actually, carry more weight than that. But I got down to about less than 100 pounds. So can you imagine? And I would try to eat, and I couldn't, because my stomach had shrunk so much. And being type 1 brittle diabetic, they didn't have a plan for us at all. And I actually did a little survey thing, and I would tell them, about being type 1, and you know, it's you can't expect type 1s to do this and be able to eat the things that other people eat and blah 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 blah. I mean, it was very hard, but I did it. It's not that it couldn't be done. But now this new plan, after the bike ride and bike wreck and all that kind of stuff, I decided that I wanted to, because I looked puffy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yes, I hadn't gained all of it back, but I gained a good bit back after I was diagnosed with cancer. Actually, 6 months into my surgeries, cancer diagnosis, everything, that's when I started gaining weight. I didn't like gain it right away. And then of course I completely stopped. You know, I was just eating, you know, to eat. I mean, but I wouldn't like watching what I ate and things like that. And I know that can be a major problem with you know, everybody, but I do very well on Weight Watchers because I'm very accountable, and I only do the app. I don't do meetings, things like that. You know, I am a member of some Weight Watcher pages on Facebook, things like that. But I don't. I mean, I hold myself accountable, so I don't need anybody else to hold me accountable. But I just couldn't get in the frame of mind to do it again. And then after this, you know, this little mini vacay, I decided, okay, I just want to feel better. So I started doing it, and the first week, my husband's doing it as well. Of course, he's only going off, I calculated just points for him, but he doesn't go by the app. He just goes by what I put, you know, say. And then, of course, him being male and tall, and at his age, he gets more points. Men just do. They get more points. That's just life. And he lost the first week, he lost 8 pounds, and I lost 6.8 pounds. So this is our second week. We don't weigh in till Fridays because I like to wait, even though my week doesn't start, the new week doesn't start but on Mondays. I like to weigh in on Fridays to see, and then you know, and then if I want to use some of my extra points on the weekend, you know, and people say, you shouldn't say it's cheating, it's a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle, but on every lifestyle you cheat. I mean, you know, you don't always do the, you know, so those would be, but so the next weigh-in is Friday. Today is Wednesday. So I'll come back on and let y'all guys know how that's going. They do have a plan for diabetics, type 1 and type 2 diabetics. I have to see more. I've got mine set for type 1, but I'll have to see more how it differs a little. But you know, as you lose weight, you get less points. I get 29 points right now. I think it'll probably lower if I've lost a significant amount, but you usually lose a lot of weight at first too, you know, and then the norm would be 1 to 2 pounds every week, you know. But after that, so but I'm excited. I've had to change all my settings on my pump because I was getting too much insulin now. So I mean, I've had to dramatically cut back on, because I kept dipping low. I mean, just kept dipping low, and but you know, now when my blood sugar goes low, I reach for like a banana, which is very high in sugar, potassium too, and I try to do things like that. But I will come back on and show y'all some if you're interested. This is just going to be my journey for right now, and if you're interested in the you know, the Weight Watcher program for 2023, and like the things I eat, the points, and you know, I do recipes. A lot of things are free now that weren't free when I was doing it 7 years ago. And you know, they're just trying to steer you toward low point foods or 0 point foods, which will make you, you know, lose weight. And if you're taking in, and I have a Fitbit Versa, and of course it has the it shows me my blood sugar and stuff like that. This is a Fitbit Versa Lite. I don't think it's 2. I just think it's an older Fitbit. But I put the Glance app on it, so it shows me, and then I have it set up with my Weight Watchers app, so any steps, any activity I do, it goes towards your weeklies. I normally don't use weeklies. I just use my dailies, but on the weekends sometimes it's nice to be able to have that extra cushion. You know, you can still lose weight depending on how many weeklies you use, like if you're saving them up and stuff, or you won't gain weight, but you want to try to eat as many zero, you know, mix in more 0 points in there. You know, and it depends. I've seen people get on here, you know, and complain, and I understand that, especially when you don't understand how it works. You know, how is somebody such and such getting more points than I am? I only have this many points. Well, it depends on how much weight you have to lose, your height, age, weight, your lifestyle, whether you're sedentary, you know, you're not walking or getting up and moving a whole bunch, or you exercise a whole bunch, you know. And it has a lot to do with that. And the more you lose, the less points you'll have. And then once you reach your goal, it will tell you, okay, well, in order to keep this weight that you've set for yourself, you need to take in this many points, and then you can do that. I mean, I kept it off for 6 years. So, and I had stopped doing it. I was just still eating, close to Weight Watchers. But then, 6 months into my diagnosis, I was just like, I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just, but now I'm just ready. I'm tired of feeling puffy and, I won't lie though, when you first start it, you kind of feel weak because you're not eating the things that you normally would. Like for me, it's not about sweets at all. It's about carbs and starch and protein. So I've learned, and I'm more prepared now because I did it before, it was hard, especially being a type 1 diabetic, and it still can be, but I can come on, show some recipes, things like that, different things you can eat, but I have lessened the amount of insulin I'm taking, and you'll do that just by what you eat, but also when you lose weight, see, I'm absorbing more insulin, because I've already lost, 6.8, quote, 7 pounds, and it could be that this week I may not lose anything. I may retain water, and sometimes that happens, especially being a woman. Even with my surgery, I'm still can have, hopefully, no periods, but I still can have a period, but I will always have the symptoms of a period because I still have my ovaries, so irritability, water weight, stuff like that. But again, going back to that is that procedure can cause, and it can last a long time for you to have like anxiety and stuff like that. So if something like that's happened to you, you had the histoscopy with an ablation and all that, and he said that there were some slight changes in there, but nothing looked cancerous or anything like that, so that's good. But that's what I just wanted to come on with y'all and just tell you that this is fixing to be my new journey, and I wanted to share with y'all about Weight Watchers and losing weight and trying to get a little healthy. I don't dare want to be as skinny or whatever, call it, because I wasn't healthy then. It was awful. But there was a point there where I was very healthy, and that's what I want, is to get to a healthy weight where I feel and look good for me. Not for you, not for somebody next to me. And again, as I always say, and you'll learn this too, I don't compete with the only person that can make me feel bad is me. Because I don't compete with anybody. I am unique. I am Jennifer, and I am very unique. I have a very high self-esteem. It doesn't mean that little things don't get to you, but I do have a very high self-esteem. And that's something that you have to get to know yourself, love yourself, love yourself no matter what weight or health issues you have. And then that way, when you decide to do something or make a change in your life, you're not competing with anybody but yourself, and you're always going to have highs and pitfalls. So expect that, and don't make yourself, that's what I say about our blood sugars and things. It can't be perfect You know, it's never gonna be perfect. I don't care if you can keep if you've gotten your blood sugars in perfect. They have been, your A1Cs are perfect for an entire year. You're like, my A1C is 6 something, 5 something, you know, whatever. There's gonna come a time when it's not gonna be that way, you know. And then, so don't beat yourself up if it's not. And a lot of people never get to that point where they're in the 6s and 5s and 4. You know, I mean, especially type 1 diabetics. It's very hard and almost unrealistic to think that you can, but you should strive for that. That way you can do the very best you can. So, anyway, that's my gist for right now. I will do another video and show y'all some of the foods and stuff, but I'm going to put some pictures in here of after my romantic ride on the beach with my girlfriend. We were howling. I still rode about 3 more miles. We rode like 10 miles. I still rode about 3 more miles after I had the wreck. So, you know, kudos to me. Howling. I almost peed my pants. I mean, I was like, just sure. And I can tell you, if it wasn't for my boobs, I would have been off that pier and in the water. They saved me. My boobs saved me. I love y'all. So, but anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Remember, don't take life too seriously. Nobody ever makes it out alive. Laugh, be sarcastic, and as always, be the reason somebody gets drunk today. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.